Hello everybody, this is Jennifer from The Eclectic Herbal, and I am here today to make a quick video to talk about burning loose incense. We are really excited because we will be stocking our first line of loose blended incense called Elemental Incense at the amazing Watson & Lou downtown Peterborough. That's one of which is burning right here. And before we bring them into the store, because loose incense is a little bit different than your cone and stick incense, we thought that we would just make a quick video to show you how you can go about burning it. I'm going to go ahead and lift this up and show you what's the magic underneath. So when you're burning loose incense, you're working with a charcoal disc. So these are the ones that I've been using. Swift light charcoal, so there's like a self-lighting charcoal. They usually come in packs of 10 discs. Each disc probably burns for approximately 45 minutes, give or take. I very importantly have a fire safe dish. Okay, so it can be anything from like a Pyrex dish to something more elaborate, a beautiful piece of pottery, for example, which is what I have here. Obviously you need herbs, so it can be one of the Eclectic Herbals loose incense blends, or it can be something as simple as a bag of dried rosemary, cloves, cinnamon, bay leaves, whatever you want, whatever you fancy, rose petals, anything you like, really, anything that's safe to burn. This is one of the loose incense blends that we made for Samhain, which is what's burning right now. And you can even break off sage leaves and burn those as well. I also recommend getting a small pair of tongs, which you can acquire at anywhere from a dollar store through to a local kitchen supplier. Just a small little pair of tongs, because when you light the charcoal disc, you're probably not going to want to hold it with your fingers if you can avoid that. In terms of burning it, it is very straightforward. You're going to get yourself, stop talking while I take it out because they are crinkly packages. Get yourself a disc. Okay, you can light this with a lighter, a match. I actually usually go ahead and light it right over a candle. I'm going to light another one just to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it over the candle. Okay, so you can see the sparking. So that is the puck igniting itself. So I really don't need two pucks going here, but that's what I've got right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just put my lid on it. As you can see, they do spark a little bit. So it is very important to make sure that you either have a cover or that you don't have highly flammable things around it. And of course that you're never leaving your incense burning unattended. While I wait for that to finish igniting, so basically that flame and spark is going to spread through the whole disc, I can be preparing my herb blends. I can be preparing to meditate, to practice divination, candle magic, anything that you like. Once you add your herbs to the disc, I recommend adding maybe, half a teaspoon or so of dried herbs at a time. You certainly don't need to get too carried away with it because it can get very smoky very quickly. So a little bit goes a long way. And one of the wonderful parts about burning loose incense is that unlike a stick or cone where you sort of light it and it will burn down on its own, the small amount of herb that you use on your disc burns, depending on how much you put on, in a few minutes, which really requires that you tend to your incense as it's burning, which is something that I personally really enjoy. I think that really keeps me connected to the process. So I can feel that it's done, spreading through, which is great. I can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a nice little charred ember edge, which is wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and double stack these for the moment. I'm going to get rid of one. I'll probably extinguish it under some water. Once this video is done, I don't recommend double stacking them like this. It's not necessary. And then once you start to see that nice hot ember, you can go ahead and start adding your herbs. So I've just gone ahead and added a couple of sage leaves as an example to this one. And very quickly I can start to see them smoking. And that is taking off quite nicely. So you can either leave that to burn uncovered, or again, I personally like to put a cover over it. Just makes me feel that much more secure. And that's it. That is how you burn loose incense. So I hope that if you pick up one of our elemental incense blends that you enjoy it very much. Or otherwise, feel free to experiment. And if you make your own blends, definitely make sure to take a photo or video and tag at the Eclectic Herbal on Instagram, or share it with us on Facebook, because we would certainly love to see what you do with your incense blends. Thanks very much, and blessed be.